Continuing right along here on Kansas Sports Chatter as we bring in our next guest, and that is going to be Alex McMillian, the head coach of the Plainville track and field team. Head coach, appreciate you coming on the show. For you, talk about, the outlook for Plainville track and field. Like, what was it like even just kind of getting ready for the season?
We brought back six state qualifiers from last year. So we had 3 juniors and 3 freshmen make it to state last year, so they're all back, and it's exciting. We had some new numbers, some more kids come out for track this year, which is always good to see. I got a new distance coach that's really kind of getting the distance program going, and our girls 4x8 team broke the school record in the first meet. So definitely a good start there. And I learned a long time ago that I'm only as good as my coaching staff is, and I got some guys on my coaching staff with 30 plus years experience and one of the best throwers coaches in the state of Kansas. So I got a good group of coaching.
I think in any sport, and obviously you're involved with football as well, but like any sport, obviously getting assistance and to help out in different areas of expertise is big. But I feel like track and field is maybe even bigger than any sport, because if you don't know a whole lot about throwing, or if you don't know a little about pole vault, that's tough. So I feel like getting the right assistant coaches is big for track and field.
No, I 100% agree. Just being able to, because every event is so specific, and it's hard to find those coaches that are, like you said, it's hard to find pole vault coaches, and we got a good one here too. So it's hard to get those guys and convince the schools to, hey, we need more coaches to help us out on the track team. And Plainville's been good in trying to getting the right people in the right places.
You mentioned the numbers kind of going up a little bit. Where are you guys at right now for numbers?
I think we're about 33 this year. I think we were high 20s last year. So we had a couple softball girls come to track this year. We had a baseball guy move to track this year, and just a good group of we didn't graduate very many seniors last year, and we had, I think, eight freshmen come up. So it's a good group of kids.
Do you feel like now it's easier to recruit kids to come out for track and field that maybe haven't grown up with it?
I feel like kind of track was kind of dying a little bit here not too long ago, and I feel like we're kind of on the upward trend again. And being a small school, and we have baseball, softball, and golf, so I kind of got to have a good relationship with those other coaches and make sure that I'm getting the best kids out for track, and I think we do a pretty good job of that.
You mentioned some of the returners coming back. Just as a coach, how much easier is it just to get ready for the season when you have that experience?
It makes it so much easier. Sometimes that first meet, you're worrying if kids are going to be the right place, the right time, and we have a really good group of seniors that kind of make things go easy, and it makes my job easier. And they kind of after the first meet, everybody knows what they're doing, and so it's hopefully we just kind of keep getting better each and every week.
Who are some of the newcomers that have kind of come into the system, whether it's freshmen or just people that are getting more experience that are going to kind of have a role this year for Plainville?
Yeah, like I said, we had three freshmen make it to state last year, and them being all sophomores. We had Davin Williford, Brylan Trump, and Rylan Hamill all make state last year, and I think I'm hoping to see some big jumps from them. And then we got a good group of freshman girls moving up, and we had 3 of them on our relay that broke the record here last week. So and we Drayden Puckett is a guy that he made it to state as a sophomore in the 200. Played baseball last year, and he decided to come back out for track this year. So getting him going again is going to be good for us.
Your third year now at Plainville, running both football and track and field. You feel like you're nicely settled in now? How long does it take to kind of settle into a new place?
I feel nice and settled in, and probably the toughest part is Coach Finnesy, coached Plainville track for 36 years, and I always joked with her she coached track longer than I've been alive, and it's kind of trying to overtake a program that had so much prestige around it just because of Coach Finnesy, and she's a legend in coaching track and field. But she made the transition really easy, and it's been good, nice and settled in.
Did she provide you with any advice, or what things did you kind of take from her after kind of taking over the baton?
Yeah, she's been super helpful, and so 2 years ago, or I guess last track season, I essentially took over the head coaching role, but she stayed on as an assistant coach just to kind of make sure things went smoothly. And I'm super grateful she was willing to do that, and she's just an outstanding woman, and I was very thankful for her guidance last year, and now hit the ground running this year.
You mentioned the 3 years now, Plainville, coming over from Madison. Like, what was that transition like for you, just going from Madison to Plainville?
I mean, the biggest transition is obviously going from the 8-man game to the 11-man game. And my first year, I had to learn a lot. I mean, the X's and O's are a little bit different, and just sometimes I would catch myself making sure I had 11 guys on the field instead of 8. And, but no, it's you mentioned Coach Casey and Ryan Becker have both been at assistant football coaches for Plainville for I think for I don't know, quite a while, since like 2012ish. So that made my transition to the 11-man game a lot easier, and just having that consistency with them and the kids. But yeah, it's been really good, and got a lot of good people around me, and definitely helps me out a lot.
Can Justin still slinging around a little bit?
Oh yeah,
okay.
If he can be scout team quarterback, he's going to be scout team quarterback.
I mean, you talk about what you were able to kind of build back up at Madison. I mean, obviously they had the tradition before you arrived, but then and then you were able to continue on that tradition. Like, I know opportunities come up, but like, how tough is that? Especially like 7 years. That's not a small stretch of time by any means.
Yeah, they won state football in 2010 and 11, and the Coach McLean did a really good job there, and they had a 1 year in between me getting there, and it took a little bit of time, but once we got the ball rolling, we definitely had a lot of success in football and track at Madison, and I'm very grateful for those years, and that Madison treated me really, really well as well.
Prior to that, on the Victoria football staff, what was Doug Oberly like? I mean, what was that experience like for you?
Doug's awesome. I give him a lot of credit to. I'm in the position I am today because of Doug. Just having that success we had at Victoria, and we won back-to-back state championships in 2014 and 15, and I was able to be on that track staff as well for a year. But no, Doug's a big influence in my life, and very grateful I got to spend 3 years with him.
Taking over a program for yourself, like, what was that? Just making that transition from being an assistant, and then obviously time at Madison, now at Plainville. But like, what's that like? Just when you're the main guy, I guess.
Looking back, I was not a good first year coach. I mean, just going thinking you knew everything to understanding all the things that head coaches do. And then on top of that, I had 2 first-year assistant coaches my first year at Madison. So not only was I coaching the kids, I was coaching my coaches too. And looking back, I was not good. And it was good. I kind of, I guess, threw myself to the fire, and I'm glad I did it. But it was a rough couple of years getting things going. But we definitely got the ball rolling eventually.
Anything that stands out, like, hey, yeah, this helped out a lot. Like, anything that clicked, or is it just a matter of time, I guess, that eventually figure things out?
Well, the funny part is everybody tells you, like, keep it simple, and like, start little and build from there. And I was that idiot that I have a playbook at my disposal. I'm gonna have 1,000 plays and do a bunch of stuff, and we just weren't good at very many things. So once I kind of realized that and started listening to other coaches and getting more established, and definitely simplified things and just tried making kids better football players, and they definitely helped out. And then also having athletes come up through that Madison program definitely helped.
Being both football and track and field coach, like, how easy is it to kind of flip the switch for you? Like, whether it's right after the football season ends, or as you're getting ready for the track and field season, how easy is it kind of, okay, my sole focus is on this?
It's not bad, and it's nice having that winter season off for me, just to kind of to get out of football mode and kind of get geared up for track season. And it's not too bad. It's not too bad of a transition, I guess.
How much like one-on-one time are you having with your track and field athletes right now? Like, what are some of the specific things you're trying to work on? Yeah,
we're just trying to get back, and I don't know if track shape's the right word, but get those kids doing their specific movements and making sure they're preparing themselves, because a lot of it's on them. They have to do the workouts, and they have to do it as hard as they can, and make sure they're not slacking and things like that, and making sure they're getting their jumps or throws in, and just trying to make sure they're holding them accountable. But I mean, having four on our track staff, it's been nice we split up a lot of it's very individual specific, and I got good coaching staff, and so they definitely we get them coached up.
Hey, Coach, appreciate the time and best of luck the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thanks for having me on.
That is Alex McMillian, the head coach of the track and field team at Plainville High School.